Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Kill. 27, 26.
Prescott from the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Colts.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott looks to throw on first. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
That's a work. Quick that. Come. 55. Go. Eat. All day.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They find some open field here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, 89 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Brissett on first down. Catch is made. It's Harmon. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
On first down, here's Breida. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun, Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He'll get this one to Galladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Prescott on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Slam, slam, slam. 36. We're going to 53.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. We're going to 53. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
17-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They still can't get it. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. I got it. Go. I got you. Yo, you're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Shift.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 55. Mike 55. Come on. Pick up the ball. Hey, switch gears. Short.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. The hitter here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Go to base. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Brissett. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check. Please. Hey. Right there.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Brissett. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Brissett, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? Zoom, zoom. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Go. I'm trying to push it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at him.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenny Golladay as the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got one. Watch the shit.
This time they stay on the ground. Got some room at the 30. And a cutback, right sideline. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with.
And now look at him go. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Here's Elliott. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, kill.
On 1st and 10, Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Strong right. Echo.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Like 10.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey, defense, let's go. Slam. Use your focus.
Here's Breida. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run the option right here on first down. They run with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, 64 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this will be taken at the 13. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, he'll rifle this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go, 47. Ringo. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida, 63 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Elliott. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Prescott on 4th down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Oh, this is blocked. The Colts have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, that one complete to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Prescott to throw it. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
He's got daylight. 30, 20, 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. 4th down, Prescott is going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 7. Mike 7. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Short. 7. Mike 7. They gonna need some therapy after this. We're going to 53. Check 24. Check 24. 26.
Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Mike, there goes 4-8. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go. There goes kill. Twist.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Mike 10. I'm on. He's checking. Kill. 26.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Prescott off play action. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jordan Willis, his 2nd sack of the night. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.